In this video we are going to discuss the De Moivre's theorem. It states that if n is a rational number, then cos theta plus I sin theta to the whole power n is equal to cos n theta plus I sin n theta. Here n is a rational number. It may be integer, positive integer, negative integer, or fraction also. And as we know that the Euler's formula, that is e to the power I theta is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta. So the De Moivre's theorem simply state that e to the power I theta to the whole power n is equal to e to the power I n theta. That means that the statement of the De Moivre's theorem is simply the law of indices. Now the proof of the De Moivre's theorem. Case 1. If n is a positive integer, and for n is equal to 1, it is simply true. That means cos theta plus I sin theta to the power 1 is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta. Now take n is equal to 2. If you put n is equal to 2 in equation number 1, cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power 2, this is equal to, if we simply using the formula of a plus b whole square, we have cos square theta plus I sin theta whole square plus 2I cos theta into sin theta. This is equal to cos square theta, and I square is minus 1 minus sin square theta plus I time 2 sin theta and cos theta. This is cos 2 theta, formula of cos 2 theta. Cos 2 theta, we know that cos 2 theta is equal to cos square theta minus sin square theta plus I time 2 sin theta cos theta, it is sin 2 theta. That means the equation number 1 is true for n is equal to 2. Now we can also check for n is equal to 3. Now take n is equal to 3. So cos theta plus I sin theta ka whole cube, this is equal to, we can write cos theta plus I sin theta whole square into cos theta plus I sin theta. And we know that it is true for n is equal to 2. So this is cos 2 theta plus I sin 2 theta and cos theta plus I sin theta. If we multiply two brackets, cos 2 theta into cos theta, I into I minus 1 minus sin 2 theta into sin theta, sin 2 theta into sin theta. This is a real part of this product plus I time. The imaginary part is when cos 2 theta multiplied by sin theta, this is equal to cos 2 theta into sin theta, and I is common. And the second part, from if you multiply I sin 2 theta into cos theta, we get a second part of this product is the imaginary part is equal to sin 2 theta into cos theta, and I is common throughout the bracket. And by the trigonometry we know that this is nothing but cos A plus B, cos A cos B minus sin A sin B, this is nothing but cos A plus B, cos 2 theta plus theta plus I time, this is sin A plus B, sin A cos B plus sin B cos A, that means sin A plus B sin A plus B, this is equal to cos 3 theta plus I times sin 3 theta. That means it is also true for n is equal to 3. So we can say that it is true for all positive integer. This implies it is true for all positive integers. Case 2, if n is a negative integer, that is cos theta plus I sin theta to the power minus n, we can write this is equal to 1 upon cos theta plus I sin theta to the power n. Here n is a negative integer, but now in the denominator the n is a positive integer. This implies we can use the case 1. It is true, the De Moivre's theorem is true for positive integers. Here n is a positive integer, that means we can write cos n theta plus I sin n theta by the case 1. Now if we rationalize this fraction as 1 upon cos n theta plus I sin n theta into cos n theta minus I sin n theta upon cos n theta minus I sin n theta, we just simply multiply and divide the same quantity. We have cos n theta minus I sin n theta in the numerator, and in denominator we can see that a plus b minus into a minus b, a plus b into a minus b, we have a square minus b square, cos n theta whole square minus I sin n theta whole square. This is equal to cos n theta minus I sin n theta over a square cos square n theta, I square is minus 1 minus minus plus sin square n theta, cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. We have cos n theta minus I sin n theta, and in denominator we can see that it is 1. We can also write cos minus n theta plus I times sin minus n theta. We know that cos minus theta is equal to cos theta and sin minus theta is equal to minus sin theta. This implies it is true for negative integers also. the case 3, we have seen that the equation number 1 is true for positive integer and it is also true for the negative integers. Now we are going to prove the equation number 1 is also true for the fractions, either positive or negative. When n is either positive or negative in fraction, let n is equal to p by q, where q is positive also and p is any integer. That means either positive or negative. If p is positive, the fraction is positive. If p is negative, the fraction is negative, and q is always positive. To prove this case, we will prove a relation. That means we know that cos theta plus I sin theta, if we multiply and divide by the same quantity in the angle, that means q theta upon q plus I time sin q theta upon q, and we know that q is a positive quantity. This implies by the case 1 we can write cos theta upon q plus I sin theta upon q to the whole power q by the case 1, because this equation number 1, that means, is true for positive and negative integers, and we have q is a positive integer, so we can write this. This implies cos theta plus I sin theta to the power 1 by q, this is equal to cos theta by q plus I sin theta by q to the power 1 by q into q, that is 1. So we have a relation, and this is denoted by equation number 2. Now take cos theta plus I sin theta to the whole power p by q, this is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta to the whole power p and into the whole power 1 by q. This is equal to cos p theta plus I sin p theta, and the reason is we know that the p is either positive integer or negative integer, and we have proved case 1 and case 2. The equation number 1 is true for positive and negative integers, so we can use the equation number 1. Since p is positive, either positive or negative, we can use in both the cases. This implies we can write cos p theta plus I sin p theta upon q and upon q. The reason is by the equation number 2. we know that cos theta plus I sin theta to the whole power 1 by q is equal to cos theta by q plus I sin theta by 2, and we have sin cos p theta plus I sin p theta to the whole power 1 by q, and we know that cos p theta by q plus I sin p theta by 2 by equation number 2. So it is the equation number 1 is true for the positive and the negative fraction also. Here we can see that p is positive, then it is also true. If p is negative, it is again true. That means the equation number 1 is true. Equation number 1 is true for all fraction. For all rational numbers. This is the proof of De Moivre's theorem. That is cos theta plus I sin theta to the whole power n is equal to cos n theta plus I sin n theta, where n is any rational number. Hence proved.